Thanks for watching Roland Digs It. I'm Roland, and in this case is probably one of the rarest watches that you have ever seen. Take that back. Legally can't say that because I don't know you. It's the rarest watch, though, in my collection. That I can say. Not the most expensive, but the rarest. And I have it in this case not because it was transported by armed guard courier, but it's sheerly for dramatic effect. All right, let's open it up, and there it is in all of its glory. It's awesome. Now, as you can see, it is not a very expensive watch. It is a swatch in a plastic box, but it is special indeed because this is a very limited production from June of 1999. I'm going to open it up. There are some swatches out there that are worth a lot of money. This is not going to be one of those, but this is very rare. Back in 1999, Deutsche Bank, or actually in late 98, Deutsche Bank announced that they were going to merge with Bankers Trust. It was going to be like the largest takeover of an American bank from a foreign entity. And Deutsche was really throwing in hardcore, man, with that money. They put $10 billion. They took over one of the largest banks in America, and they also solidified their ability to be able to be profitable in America. And they're one of the few banks that didn't ask for a bailout during the whole economic recession thing with the collapse of the housing market. You know, even though they did do a lot of shady stuff, don't get me wrong. Anyways, they had parties in Frankfurt, they had parties in America, and they commissioned a bunch of swag, and they collabed to create the Swatch Scuba Deutsche Bank edition watch here. They commissioned about 2,000 or so watches, 4 or 5 different dial faces. This is probably my favorite and one of the hardest ones to find. I've only seen one other one for sale on Germany's eBay site, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. Take a look at it. So it has that cool rotating bezel like a diver's watch, except the rotating bezel here has the different cities that correspond with a world time zone watch. So you just rotate it, dial in the city that you're in, which is, you know, let's say you're in Frankfurt, which is the 0-hour marker because this is on Central European time. You just line up whatever time it is with Frankfurt. So if it's 6 p.m., you line it up, put Frankfurt at the 6 p.m. mark there, and then every other city here, wherever it is, you minus or subtract the hours to get the time of day in that corresponding city on the dial. Awesome, right? Not really functional in today's world because we have iPhones and Android phones, and we can just look up the time zone in a heartbeat. No big deal. But this was special back in the day. I love the cool sunburst dial. I love the rotating bezel, and most importantly, the clear body. How awesome was that, man? So back in the 90s, back in the late 80s, when Swatch had these clear-bodied watches, I would just pine after them. I wanted one so bad because it's like you could see into the guts of the watch. And if you like watches and horology as much as I do, stuff like that it's just amazing. It's phenomenal to see. It's phenomenal to see all the workings of the watch. And in fact, you can see the little gears moving in there. I'll try to get a video that shows the little gear moving, but it's just so awesome. I love it so much. This is a 38mm watch. It wears fairly comfortable on the wrist and doesn't feel too small. The band itself is a rubbery plastic, and another cool thing about the band, and I'll get a close-up picture of this, is that it has all the cities Deutsche Bank was located in at that time in 1999 right here. How cool is that? Clear buckle and clear strap stay right here, a little slide. That's branded with Deutsche Bank's logo. It really was a cool custom one-off style watch. I reached out to Swatch. They found some information on it. They said it was a very limited design that they had back in 1999 that was commissioned with Deutsche Bank. It was not released to the public, and it was only given to employees of Deutsche Bank. And once again, from what I gathered, it was given out about 2,000 times. There are a few different variations, like I said earlier in the video, of the dial This one being probably one of the hardest to find and one of the coolest, but there's also a bright yellow one out there. If you can find that one, good luck. I can't find it. I've tried. Like I said also earlier, it is a 38 millimeter, but it wears very comfortably. I'm gonna take off the IWC here, and if you can take a look at the two, this is 38 millimeters and about 13 inches thick. This is 47 millimeters. I mean, just look at the size of these two watches compared to each other. One is just a behemoth compared to the other. So the IWC, massive watch, but as I wear this one, you'll see it really does still wear well on the wrist. It doesn't look that tiny on my 7.5-inch wrist. I think it looks fairly decent. Not bad, not bad at all. It looks like a sport watch should, and it's super light and super comfortable. I mean, I've worn this now a few times and I just enjoy it. I accidentally scratched it just a little bit because I'm extremely clumsy when it comes to wearing my watches. If I was to show you a close-up on this thing, you would just see so many dings and nicks and scratches, and it's sad. But watches, I feel, are meant to be worn. I want to love them, enjoy them, have fun with them, and this is no exception. The Swatch Scuba Deutsche Bank Edition from 1999, brand new in the package, and the packaging was also pretty cool. Everything's in there. I love these little plastic cases. It was just a great way for Swatch to deliver their watches back in the day and keep the prices down. And that's what they were all about, right? Releasing good, inexpensive Swiss watches that were quality made and not breaking the bank. Your little Scuba paperwork here, or your cover that is, and then here's the actual paperwork for the watch itself. You can see Swatch and all the information on it, capable of going 656 feet in depth underwater. It's water resistant, 200 meters, quartz precision, shock resistant. Inside, when you open up the paperwork, it has all the different cities that you can reach out to Swatch to talk to them, and of course, if you want to become a member of the Swatch Club, they have that in there too. That's so cool. So you can actually fill out your little paperwork here and send in your warranty, and you can also become a member. If you want to be part of the club, welcome to the club. How awesome is that? Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I love this, that they have all the paperwork in there, how to become part of the Swatch Club. That is just nostalgia at its best. And isn't that what it's all about? Having some fun, enjoying your purchases, and a little bit of nostalgia at the same time. It's just too cool. I wish I knew better on how to operate this world time bezel, because it's not a 24-hour style bezel. It is 12-hour Central European time bezel +1. Yeah, it's a little complicated, but it's still fun at the same time. Swatch Scuba, Deutsche Bank, limited edition. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. If you have a ton of information on this watch, please reach out to me. Let me know some more information about it. Let me know if I got my story right about the Deutsche Bank Bankers Trust merger and the release of all the Swatch branded, Deutsche Bank branded swag. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great rest of your day, evening, night, weekend, whatever you're doing. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.